bright lights sitting gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. What a game and what potential drama we have in store. You've seen this script before. Top 10 team goes into a cauldron of emotion on the road and just hopes to be able to get out and tell about it. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the USC Trojans, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the UNLV Rebels. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Rebels will kick it away first. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So USC's offense will get the first possession of the game. And here he comes, guys, the man who makes everything go.
Everything in this offense is built around his ability. He's got such great field vision. He's got it all going.
He is must-watch TV. Let's not get it twisted. People show up to this stadium. People are watching back at home because of this guy right here.
Sometimes people say, if you're good enough, what's the big deal about going on the road? Well, if you're not careful, you might find out in a spot like this one, guys.
Yeah, no doubt about it. This is a hostile environment, and you know you're going to be getting the opponent's A-game for this one. They've circled this one all off-season, so they better be ready to bring it today, David.
And the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road. Everything about it changes, and you want to shut this crowd up early. You don't want to give them belief, because if it starts to build throughout the game, look out.
Offense has it at the 28 on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the right. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And that's just a play that you have got to make if you're going to win this game. You're not going to get a lot of chances like that. You might not get another receiver that open for the rest of the season.
Strikes the blow. They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
And you're going to hear this guy's name a lot. They're going to ride the big fella. He's such a stud. They're going to build the offense around him. This is just game 1, but you're going to get a lot of big runs from this cat.
Going to run it. It's Peterson. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. He's now up to 52 yards rushing already. What a way to start this new season.
And a big run for this offense. I tell you what, first game, first half, you want to create as many explosive runs, make the offense as easy as possible to start the season, and that will do it. Nice explosive play by this offense.
After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. Turning to the running game on first and goal. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches. See if they can get it done on second and goal. Quarterback keeps it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. So you really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, USC! They strike first, and that opening drive of the season could not have gone better. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So a drive there of 84 yards, and they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Here's the return from inside his 10. So UNLV's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. And it won't be easy to throw the ball down the field today, David, because both of these teams have lockdown corners.
I mean, these guys shut down half of the field. Playmaking cornerbacks that really can play man-to-man and lock down the best guys on the other side.
Yeah, if I'm a quarterback in this game, I am taking a calculated risk if I'm throwing towards one of these two dudes because you're just asking to get picked off.
I wonder how much fun this is for him. The head coach trying to take down the old alma mater across the way.
Yeah, I think these are always mixed emotions and how you feel about this, playing your old squad. Like, it's something about it, I'm sure, that's nostalgic, and all the memories probably come flooding back. But there's also a competitive element, Palmer, that you want to beat this squad. Like, this is the next team in your way for you accomplishing your goals and dreams.
Yeah, he's probably experiencing the emotional spectrum coming into this game, but make no mistake about it. He has to separate himself from his past allegiances and understand he's the home team. He wants this crowd to get in this football game. You know, he just gave a rousing speech to his guys in the locker room before taking the field. He wants to win this game versus his alma mater.
He'll bring it back. It's Samuel. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. How about that blocking up front in that running game last time as they just walked it down? Fires toward the end zone. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
And that's just a huge missed opportunity on offense. QB missed his guy wide open in the end zone. You might not get another clean look like that in the rest of this game.
The incompletion brings us to 2nd and 10. Fast motion from the offense. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Pick up the first down on the ground like that, and it would make Sam Bam Cunningham proud.
All right, I'm going to need a little education. Give me some context on Sam Bam Cunningham.
He was a great, powerful, hard-nosed running back for some of those great Trojan teams of John McKay. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. He's loose. And he's going to take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Southern Cal.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game one, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little...
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Looking for a block. It's Samuel. Well, they finally stop him, but he found some running room on that return and really helps out his offense to start this drive. Guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And the Trojans trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. As we head to the quarter break, it is USC holding the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Just about ready to get things started here in the second. We'll see if they continue to flex that muscle. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Timeout, USC.
They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here.
Let's go.
They're going to give him another chance on 2nd and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Trojans. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, want to update you on a game that went final moments ago. Auburn went on the road and just dominated. And that's one way to grab attention on a national level. Make a statement in someone else's house and prove you're legit. And did the Tigers ever do that?
The carry going off right tackle here.
A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams. But boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Going to try to get it himself. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. And the Rebels are in the hurry-up.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
They've got him looking run. Now they're going to throw it. Pulls it in. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down. They'll put the tight end in motion. They're going back to the ground. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Well, that's one the DB, I think, would like to have back. Out route, he was in man coverage. If he could have just got out of his break a little bit sooner, he might have had a chance to intercept that one and take it to the house.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. Able to keep them from getting a return, and the ball goes out of bounds. They're going to mark it right around the 20. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
Leaves it with the running back. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the first down at the 30.
Well, they needed 2 yards to get that first down. That's exactly what they got. Great job of execution.
No secret about it. Just got to be physical, get a hat on a hat, low man wins, all the cliches to get that third down and short.
First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. Grabbed behind the line. It's Keller. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. After trying the running game, let's see if they do it again on second down. He's looking to throw. The sure hands, it's Samuel. He'll be stopped at the 41, but give him 10 on that play.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys on the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
And this guy is elite. There's a reason why he starts in this offense. You just saw the speed and the open field running ability on that last play. And this is a guy that is going to be key to the entire season for this offense.
Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Comes out throwing on first down. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down.
How many first downs is that alone, just on this drive? The defense, they keep this up, they're going to get worn out, continue to have to play more and more guys. They got to do something to change this.
Wants to throw on first down. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. And after the incompletion on first down, this offense looking at second down. Off the play fake. Unloads it left. Oh, so close to paying off. The tip really had it in his hands. It falls incomplete.
Well, the defense just needs something positive to happen. They're trailing in this game. A turnover would be massive for momentum right now. And a nice effort defensively, getting a hand on the ball, knocking it down.
They were really starting to put a drive together. But after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Fires to the big fella. Finds a crease at the 20. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And that can really take the wind out of a defense's sails when you convert with a 4th down completion.
Great chemistry there between the quarterback and his target. 4th down, you got to have it. You got to be on the same page, and they were there.
Tried to fight his way through that tackle, but he's brought down.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find.
Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And the returner will be brought down. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a difference.
And he coughs it up inside the 20. Grabbed by the kicking team.
Hey, as a return guy, you know that you're going to get popped. You know you've got guys that have a 50-yard run at you trying to dislodge the football. You've got to do a better job with ball security.
And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And that's the problem with blitzing on defense. You live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. Defense dialed up the pressure, but the offense had a better play call. They ran it away from the blitz, and that's why they were able to be successful.
On the move. Touchdown, USC! And the pummeling has started.
And added on again, this offense has done whatever they want, however they want, and this lead has ballooned. When you start a season off, you want to build momentum. You want to defeat an opponent, you beat them badly. That's exactly what they've done. This team looks ready to compete for a national championship.
The kickoff team on the field, and he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped.
I think that's one the kick returner is going to want to take back. That was a ball he probably should have let run through the end zone, give themselves better field position, but now they are way back up.
Look at it this way. The field position is awful, but opportunity to pile up a lot of stats because there are a lot of yards in front of them. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. They'll run it from the gun. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
This is one of the best run defenses in the entire country. They pride themselves on being the most physical unit, and you are seeing that in this game, shutting down this running back.
Now on 2nd down. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Strong run there to pick up 4 and get it out to the 7.
I think one of the hardest things to do is stick to the run when it's not working. But it's those runs right there that are the reason why you have to do it, right? You can't get too one-dimensional. Keep slipping those runs in there. Keep getting a little bit of positive yards. Next thing you know, you look up and you might break one of those after you got them a little bit tired.
Well, they weren't able to gain a lot of real estate on that last completion deep down in their own end. If anything, if you're looking for a silver lining, I guess the punter maybe has a little bit more room to try to get one off now on 4th.
Bringing it back, it's Samuel. Really nice job all the way around. Got a few blocks, made a couple of moves, and a good return on that one before he's pushed out of bounds. Couldn't order better field position for this offense. The lone back's got it. They wrestle him down after he picks up 6 inside the 20 and down at the 18. 6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Here's the handoff. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
It's first down from the 11. Power football with the run. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
On the move. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And the punishment has been extended.
Well, this offense has been physical. They came out in this game with a lot of pride and an ability up front and a belief that they can block people and get it done. They are dominating this defense. 3 rushing touchdowns now in the game.
42, UNLV, 0.
On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is brought down, but there is a flag on the play.
Return 2.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Offense set on first down. He wants to start this drive with a pass. He's got his man. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
For an offense, slant routes against man coverage are really a rhythm throw. You take your steps, you get the ball out, it's got to be in a good location. Quarterback and receiver on the same page there.
Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. He's in open space downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
They'll line up for a second down play. Back to the air one more time. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete. Four punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Sends it downfield. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will send out the punt unit. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll bring it back. It's Samuel. Slips through the line. Can they catch him? Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
That's one of the reasons I love this linebacker, man. He can rush the passer. He does a great job timing his blitz, and with that speed, he's able to get home quickly.
Pocket starts to collapse. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, this offense has had a great day, and they've put some big plays together. But the last 2 plays, man, getting a little complacent. They got to protect their quarterback. That's back-to-back sacks. The offensive line has to do a better job.
I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Soft spot in the middle. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. The Trojans trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Trojans! And the stomping has commenced.
Yeah, and how about this offense, man? Putting another drive together, getting in the end zone. And here's the deal. Going on the road, handling these conditions in game one, they've done a phenomenal job.
49, UNLV 0.
On the move from inside his 5. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more...
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game. Yeah, and David, you just wonder at this point, is it just too little too late? This is one of their best playmakers offensively, but they just haven't been able to get him going in this game. Big reason why they're losing.
Yeah, and the defense has done a great job.
The expressway is wide open. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
And I really like when offenses attack over the middle of the field. Between the linebackers and the safeties, there's usually a soft area that you can usually have some success. And really nice job by this offense taking advantage of those areas.
He caught it. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's second and goal.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
He's looking to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And, man, this offense was sitting in such good position. I like the play call. I like being aggressive. But if you don't have something open right away, throw that football into the ground. Don't take a sack and now back yourself up and make it harder.
This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. This offense hasn't been able to find the end zone with a GPS and a slide rule. Can they finally get a touchdown on 3rd and goal? Fires into the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Rebels.
And this has been a rough day for this offense, and finally some good things to happen. Build some momentum maybe for the future. You know, that's the way the coaches spin it when you're getting beat up and you're getting destroyed. Like, listen, let's find something for the future. Let's keep fighting. Let's keep working. This team's done that, put some points on the board, so it's not all bad.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll throw it on 1st down. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Trojans! And the route is on.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues. On. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, Phyllis, here's a final update on a top 15. Florida State took care of business and left little doubt in doing so. Kind of felt like how that 2013 Seminoles team led by Jameis Winston, Devontae Freeman, and Kelvin Benjamin would just steamroll teams. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got the quick pass. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
Quickly complete. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. He's looking to throw it. Got his man down the middle. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
The Rebels are moving quickly down the field. Trying to find his man on first down. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
And nice answer by this defense. You give up a big play, you go take a big play. Sometimes you get down on yourselves and one play turns to 2. Nice job by this defense getting a sack, creating some momentum.
Let's go.
On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. Gets it out fast. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Looking toward the sideline, and a nice job to keep his feet in bounds. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt hits at the 6, and they can't down it, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
A handoff, keep working on that clock. Slam to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. How aggressive will they get on 1st and 10? The give to the back. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Softened him up with a run. Now to throw. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. It's complete. A huge pickup. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. One more play to pad the stats. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. From the gun, he'll try to throw. Catch in the middle. It's Samuel. That will be the final play as they make the stop, and the clock has expired here. The old coaching cliche, go win or no every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
Great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you want it to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching staff, I think you're very, very positive right now moving forward.